ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hunters of all ages, hello and welcome to this week's Hunting Lodge. I was a little glowy. My name is Jackson Butte. If we haven't met before, I am a creator turned community manager here for Expansive Worlds, and it is my pleasure to bring you all to Emerald Coast, Australia, baby. We have been showing little bits and pieces. We have been talking about all the ups and comings. We even have a collab series with some of our creators going on right now, Untamed Species. If you haven't checked it out, you're missing out. And it has been a blast. And there's one more to come. We'll talk a little bit about that. Guys, I can't do this justice. I've thought about this every which way to Sunday. How can I best go about showing all this to you today? And no matter what I do, I cannot do justice to what our devs have produced for the Hunter Call of the Wild. So what are we going to do? We're going to take a look at the map. We're going to take a look at some of the biomes. We're going to take a look at the new weapon, the 22-250. I know some of you are looking forward to that. We're going to go for a little cheeky hunt. We're maybe going to go dig in a little bit with some of them salty crocs. We might go and explore and see some of the other species we run along the way. I want to start taking it step by step. I want to try and showcase everything that's going on here as best that we can. I'm super excited about this. I can't contain it. I really, really can't. Now, I'm on my dev account. I have the dev powers, but I haven't assigned most of them. Look at all my skills and perks. This is wild. Don't ever do this at home. I'm not a trained professional. But I've enabled this so that I can have all the weapons that I want, have all the stuff and things. I haven't bothered with the different binos. I haven't bothered. There's a lot of things I didn't do, but I do have the power pack with me, and I have the new 22-250. It's just a fantastic loadout for this map. I have done so much on this map already, but I digress. I jumped to my dev account so that way it's not littered with hunting pressure, because I have to test. I have to test these things, right? It's pretty amazing. So for those of you that have not been with us on the previous streams, first, let me introduce you to Emerald Coast and all of its glory. This is a fully unlocked map with the exception of certain stuffs and things, but all the reserves, all the outposts are unlocked. You can have a bit of an idea on what you can expect. It feels bigger than all the rest. It's not. We are looking at the same size. Oh, I missed one. Look at that. We are looking at the same size reserve, but when you'll understand what I'm saying when you experience it and you start to move and progress through the map, because it's seamless moving through these biomes. So, man alive. I can't do this justice. I'm legitimately a little bit nervous for the amount of time that our devs have spent on this reserve. Through their careful planning and resource management, we have seen more development time for this than any other reserve here in the Hunter Call of the Wild, and I think you will feel it. I haven't been this excited since, well, okay, let's face it, SRP, really, Virunga, SRP, Reventuli. Those have been the showstoppers for me. Those are reserves that I have gone back to, as many of you have, time and time again. I think we have a new crowd favorite in the making. I truly, truly do. Now, you've all seen this reserve. If you haven't seen it, this is, or outpost. I'm trying not to say reserve because it's not a reserve, and it will be explained through the storyline. But you've seen this outpost if you've been with us in the previous weeks. It's really cool. We're not going to spend a lot of time here. Instead, oh man, I don't want to jump around here too much. Let me go through the paces. Okay, first off, guys, gals, have you seen the Untamed Species? Did you get a good look at the Rusa deer shown off by none other than Scarecrow himself? What did you think of that? Was that not impressive? I love this little collab we're doing. It is a way to give back to our creators, but to bring the information to you guys from some of your favorite creators. Flinters just dropped yesterday. Did you guys see that one with the bed tank? Oh my goodness, they are absolutely beautiful beasts. But make no mistake, those horns, they go places you don't want them to. They are not friendly. And we might even get into looking at some of them today. We have one more untamed species video coming out. And I think a lot of you have already guessed it. You might not have guessed by whom. And I'd love to see what chat thinks. I really, really would. I really would, because we have one more coming from a creator. We have one more, but it is on none other than the kangaroos. We wanted to spotlight the roos. So as such, I gotta stay away from it. And it's so hard to do. Man alive, I'm telling you, there are roos around every bend, around every corner. So I'm gonna do my best not to get into them. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do my best. If they come and beat me up and I need to defend myself, that's a completely different story. But we'll do what we can. Is everything going okay here? What do we got going on? Is that my mic hanging on the screen a little? I'll push it so it's just out. I'm trying to show as much of the screen as absolutely possible. I know we got this overlay and stuff underneath, but guys, you'll get the gist of it. So, okay. One more Untamed video coming out. That's happening later this week. So, we won't be really looking at the roos together until next week. And we have a dev diary coming this Friday, and it really goes into some pretty cool detail on something else that I cannot show you today. So there's two things I can't do, don't let me, is the roos, and we can't get into the outfit. We're going to give you a little bit of love on that one very, very soon. And, we've done things a little differently here, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it. So, speaking of enjoying it, let's fly, shall we? We're going to take a bit of an overlook here, and we're going to take a nice high-level view of Australia and what you can expect. Now, remember, I am in a dev build. I have dev controls. You may not fly at home. I am not a trained professional. I've had a crash course, no pun intended. But this is designed to give you an idea on what you can expect. Now, obviously in this starting area, you can see the wide open expanses dotted with trees that honestly, it makes for such an incredible hunt. It really, it's kind of unique for anything we have just yet. Take your time when you get in here, my friends. There are lots of spots on this map that you would not expect to be what I like to deem hot spots. It is not all about the drink zone times. You're gonna feel that. You can absolutely, with certain species, utilize those drink zones. But as you can see, there is large areas without water, and I'll tell you, the hunting's good. On my map, on my playthrough, this area is just one big purple pink blotch right now, and you'll understand. I had a very hard time moving out of these areas, but you can see as you move around the reserve, the climates change, the biomes move, things adjust, and it's kind of seamlessly done. You don't realize it at the time, and I'm just sharing my experiences. You don't realize as you're moving through that, oh my goodness, I am in a completely different biome from where I just was. And this continues through the reserve. And you'll explore this, you'll figure this out. We're not gonna go into too much detail. I'm not gonna go and look at all the different outposts. That's for you to explore. I will give you a little teaser before the end of the stream if you remind me. There is one that is extremely special, and you're gonna wanna get into the story for that. Those of you from Australia, or who are very familiar with Australia, will recognize some of the landscape. Please bear with me. I still have this nasty cough that will not leave me alone. But you'll notice a lot of the lore and the POIs that have made it into here. It really just tells the tale of this reserve. And I'm very pleased to tell you, there's a very good storyline and side story. There are side quests, side missions. I think you guys will be happy with this one. So moving through some of these spots, you can just imagine what the hunting will be like. And we're not going to go through. And honestly, I know many of you want to see it, but I don't want to ruin your experience. I will pinpoint a couple areas that we are going to hunt because I want to showcase for instance, the saltwater crocs. But I want you guys to kind of get a feel for what this is. I really just want to show the devs some love, man. They have outdone themselves. So we're already moving through different biomes as we cross into yet another that takes us down to not a faint of heart area, let me tell you right now. As you can imagine, being some of the only water sources on the map, you take your hunter's life and limb into your own hands, moving around in these areas. But it's thought out. They have dotted it with all of, like, you see some thick, but you see some serious openings. And I don't want to spoil some of them. I just don't. There's you know how it goes. The traditional Australian all-terrain bison, the bentang. It's there's man. I'm just hints. You know the story's got some pretty cool stuff lined up for you. You can only imagine, right? We're gonna finish on our fly through here. We're gonna talk about a little bit more, and then we're gonna spend a little bit of time doing a little bit of a hunt. Man, I can't do this justice. I just can't. You know, man, some of these areas, I think you are starting to get the feeling for what you can expect on your first days out at Emerald Coast. I'm like a plane right now, man. You got to see the salties. So excited. The salties are pretty amazing. Now, the salties, the saltwater crocs, they have undergone some serious love. Look at the fallows. They have changes in their behavior, changes in their AI, changes in their mechanics. It's very, very cool. We're going to try and get you guys a little bit of a peek on some of these. The new rework and the remasters on the fur variations for the fallow give them a very unique look. It's really just, it's quite something else. Oh my goodness. Now, obviously, we are out at drink time because they are out in force right now. Now, of course, you would expect a little bit of love to come to the fallows with the new Great One fallow making its appearance here on Emerald Coast. And of course, you will be able to hunt it across all of the available reserves. I know Tiara Aurora, for one, will be quite popular. You just head on back out to Hirschfeld and show one of the original reserves some love. Now, I low-key moved through a whole complex into another biome. I feel there's 3, tentatively 4 distinct areas of the reserve. And again, we're not going to go into great detail because I want you to have the chance to explore them. However, some, depending what it is you're after, hold a little more than others. The new fallow looks so much better. Love them. Yes. Well, I show the roos today. I will not be showing the kangaroos today. If you missed at the very beginning, what I was saying is we have one more feature incoming for the Untamed Species collab that we've been doing. So far, we've had Scarecrow with the Rusa. We've had Flinter with the Bantang. And we've got, insert your favorite creator here. That's not fair because it's only one more. We have a lot of really great creators, and I would have loved to offer this to everybody, and hopefully in the future we will. But yeah, one more covering the roos. That's coming up this week, so you guys won't have to wait long for that. So I have to avoid them. But these bad boys certainly got a whole lot crazier. Oh yes. Oh yes. Look at it, right? Now, there are a bunch of new things that are happening with the crocodile. We're going to talk a little bit about that before we go and actually try and hunt these incredible beasts. I don't know what else to say about them. Saltwater crocodiles are bigger than what you're going to find over on Mississippi. They're also more aggressive than what we've seen in the past. The rework they've seen done has upped their aggression, but you'll also find them on land a fair bit more. Now, this will make the hunt a little bit more attainable. I don't want to say easier, but it is different. Now, of course, you can still hunt them while they're in the water, and you still get that crazy glow that happens off their eyes at night. But no longer are you going to have the struggles that we first had when this species was introduced to the game, where they instantly became an indestructible sub that went underwater and they were gone. You will actually find, if you shoot one that's in the water, they will float to the surface. They will often move to shore using our floating mechanic. You're gonna find it a lot more enjoyable. There has been a lot of attention that's gone into them, as honestly, they need it coming to Australia and being such a prize. They make me a little bit nervous. They really do. And if you've ever hunted them, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. They're all over the place here. In fact, you can see we've even got, and now this is where some interactions come into play at different times of day. I don't want to give away areas too much. I am giving you where you can find a lot of the salties, but yeah, man. Floaty boys, that's right. I know nervous is a thing, man. It really is. I can't wait to see what the community does with this. I can't wait to see what our creators do with this. I wanted to go to one more spot, and you know everything tells a tale here. But we're not going to tell that tale today. We're just going to fly on by to the last biome I wanted to fly through, fly on by. The Tampa coast. Arguably, it's electric here. Did I hear a magpie? Would we be graced enough? Oh my goodness. Hello, you fine, fine creatures, you. Oh, they look good. And they do, in fact, have a collar that you guys will be able to make use of. You're going to have to be very tactful on where you set up on this map, where you don't want to grind them, because you can well imagine bigger animals don't play well with the smaller animals. That was well timed, wasn't it? Wasn't it, Tweinberg? I know, man. Oh my goodness, man. Oh, jeez. They will not get lost in the water anymore. No, you're going to see some real massive, massive improvements. Now, let me make sure I'm not missing anything here. I got a message. I had to go through it. Oh my goodness. Okay, guys, I don't want to waste any more time. I want to get to some hunting. I think as good a place as any is to start here on the coast and see what we can have happen. You know, trying to pick your way through here is going to be quite the thing. It really, really is. I'm going to try and set down and not anger anything right off the bat. As I mentioned, I did bring the power pack with me. I do not dare use the 22-250 on these guys. I mean, you could. I really wouldn't recommend it, but you know how she goes. I've got the starter binos with me. I did not hook up onto the bigger boys. Look at that. Look at, they even look beefier, do they not? That is something else. Now, why did I not bring... Listen, we're not doing this right off the bat, man. We're really not. He's alarmed. Let's see what he does here. Let's see what he does. Yeah. You're going to notice quite a few differences with the Crocs. Is this happening? I feel as if I'm in a bad spot. I've got the 338 happening right now. I don't have any of my skills or any of my perks. I don't even have zeroing on here. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is going down. Oh no, he's fleeing. Well, what a good time. Oh, no, he's submerging. Dive. Curious to see. Now we've caught him. We did have him in our highlight. We know he's underneath there. Be interested to see what he does. But we have a level 5 over here that we can have a little bit of love with. So we can see that our zeroing is at 133 to 147 meters. We're going to go ahead and use that, knowing that by default, we're looking at about 150 meters. And we're going to try the 338 just in a lung and see what happens. And I had a terrible shot. We'll give it a second. Did I make something mad? I have not hunted these gators in a long time. Let me tell you, or these crocodiles, I should say. So don't expect skill first thing out of me in the morning. Dive is right. I know. I know. Run, Croc, run. Yeah. No, I'm not an alpha today, let me tell you. I don't have any of my skills or perks. I probably should have picked some of those, but let's just see what happens here. Oh, I don't think we dropped them. You did bring the chicken, right? I did not. I did not. They are tough. Now, I do have the 338 in my... Oh, no, I have the 7 mil. I grabbed the 7 mil. The 338 is in my slot 5, which is what I should have done. A little more bang for your buck, but because I don't want to play around with these bad boys. 7mm will do it. I'm actually a big fan of using... I'm a very big fan of the smoke pole, going for the brain shots. You will still get your trophy. They were a lot of fun. But yeah, he did go down. Let's see what happens. Can I get around here? I haven't traversed this too much. I have flown through a fair bit of this. I probably did just make it upset. Yeah, oh, bow hunting on these is absolutely next level. Quite fun with the crossbow too, I must say. Yeah, definitely fun to go through there. I'd love to see the community challenge themselves. I absolutely love the feeling of this area, which is one of the reasons I wanted to do a hunt here today, because you saw a little bit of time in what I'm referring to as the starter area and what it entailed. It's so drastically different here. A little nervous. We've upset the local reptile wildlife. Oh, I cannot reveal anything more about the ruse until we have our video out. Which is coming up this week. Won't have to wait long. In the Untamed Species, make sure that you are following, that you subscribed on our YouTube channel. That's where it will be showing up for all of your viewing enjoyment. But of course, with that, show the creators some love. You know, it's exciting for them to be able to get involved like this in a first look. Really, you guys, really? I just don't want to get jumped. You'll notice I did not bring my dog. I didn't want to chance it. I happen to like my dog. I didn't know what was going to happen with the Crocs. They have a threat meter. Obviously, they're not going to interact with the Crocs themselves. However, you know, it just doesn't feel right. I don't think I can do it. We have looking for that spot. I don't see any shots on the ground. But nonetheless, there's one right there. No organs hit. So this is actually, I totally did this on purpose. This is actually a great opportunity. Let me go into my gameplay, my interface. I want to change my colors, my track effects. I want my active track. Just something a little easier to see. Here he is right here. Now, gone are the times where this would have hit that water on a bad shot and disappeared. Will you guys stop it, man? That second one, we got lung butter on the second one, so you weren't getting much farther. But pretty cool nonetheless. Pretty cool. They look different. They just have that. Like getting this in the sunlight. Maybe we can get one in the light a little bit better. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the saltwater crocodile and all the information coming with it. We can't avoid it. As you can see, they pay very, very well. That first one didn't even hit. I'm gonna actually just go through and put my zeroing on. I think I was, you know, nonetheless, dark brown, looking pretty damn spiffy if I do say so. They are a force on this map. They are absolutely a force. They're a great moneymaker too. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like, you know, we have a lot of metas, what we would call the money-making metas and XP metas in the game. I feel like with this new map and what it offers, with the combination of like the power pack, our most recent equipment DLC, you could make some serious bank just running these river complexes. But I don't want to go too far into it. I'm not going to go and show you some of... There's a lot of story on this map that really, really everyone's going to want to explore. If you're not big into the storylines, maybe, you know, even myself, I've done almost all the stories now within our game, but I've never really gravitated to that in games. I'm more a get max level, give me all my stuff, all my things. you may want to explore this one. Much like Verhonga was in the day, there's been some love that's been put into it. It's exciting. It's exciting. Time to stop gator grind. Time to start grinding crocs. Bertle, I feel you. I feel you. Yes. Man, I can't do this justice. No matter what I do here today, I cannot do it justice. We're going to spend a little bit more time here in the crocs. And then we're going to go see about... oh my goodness. Whoa, for the love of Pete. No, no, no. I got to run. Oh, I got lucky. I got lucky. I don't even know. Man alive, if this is something juicy lined up like that, you can see how fast this happens. He lined me up. He was calling from over here. I need more coffee. I legitimately need more coffee. Well done, devs. Well done. This is the experience that absolutely hooked me on Verhunga when the lions first came out. That feeling of being the prey. It doesn't matter how many boomsticks you have in your arsenal. Man, these things can sneak right up on you. That was wild. I'm actually really glad that happened. It's just not paid actors, let me tell you. What were you? You were a 7, an olive. Fantastic. We get a nice look at this. That's great. Check them out. Check them out. Look at the way the lighting moves through. Wow. Sometimes it just hits, my friends. Sometimes you just feel it in the game, and this map, I almost said reserve, this map is firing on all cylinders for me. I cannot wait to see what the community thinks. I'm just gonna go all in and say it is going to become a fan favorite. No two ways about it. Absolutely. Wow, look at them, they're all here. That's it, buddy. It's go time. Now imagine equipping yourself a shotgun. Oh. That's right, I don't have the auto reload. Imagine equipping yourself a shotgun and working through this mangrove of death. Now, do keep in mind this has something for everyone. If you're not somebody that likes those types of interactions with the species, you could do a lot of it by far, enter the depths at your own risk. And a lot of the map is not super aggressive. I truly do believe this has something for everybody. But, if you're like me and you really like a challenge, they brought the challenge. I don't think I need to spend any more time here on these crocs. I think you guys get an idea on what you can expect. They are our Mississippi variant on steroids. And I hope everybody will enjoy these as much as I have been, as much as our beta testers have been. And I have a sneaky suspicion that our creators, that is correct, our partnered creators who get early access this weekend are going to have a blast with this. An absolute blast. Yes, we have an early access campaign inbound this weekend. It's coming in hot, baby. It's going to be a whole lot of fun, and you'll be able to get in there with your favorite creators and just see what it's all about. They'll have some time to get into it before then, so they'll be able to answer some questions, and it's just such a great experience this time around. Okay, to the skies. I feel like Super Beard. Okay, now we're gonna head over to somewhere I've had a lot of fun with the sandbar, and a fair bit of fun actually with the Rusa. So this is a little bit of a teaser. Now I'm gonna have to avoid these guys. I don't think I have on this map. I haven't been hunting on this one, so I don't have any need zones down, which is maybe a good thing, but maybe not. We'll see. Did that croc just insta-die due to a flesh hit? Oh, no. He got punked. Double shotgun with slugs. It is very viable. Look at the magpie. Isn't that awesome? Prehistoric looking birds, man. Like, it's just wild. It's wild. They're a lot of fun on Classic. That's where a lot of my expectations have come from. So, what do you mean I was knocked out? I was not. Oh, that was me earlier. Yeah, I did a thing. I did a thing. Oh, Development build, it's actually oh, this is good. This is good. It's moved me outside. I'm not going to spoil that outpost for you. Now, we are in yet a different biome here in Emerald Coast, Australia. And with the different biomes, you're gonna find different species. There'll be different behavioral patterns as you would expect. You know, even hello, we're gonna head on over after this guy right here. And maybe we'll get a look at a Sambar. You've seen the Rusa, which are very, very similar. Sambar and Rusa, very similar. I honestly often hard to tell the two apart from what I've seen. I've never hunted them IRL. But, oh, there it goes. There it goes. It's a 3. Now, I do actually have a color for this. So, first things first, before we're going to let that guy settle, let's take a look at the Zagan Varmiter 22250. This edition is actually a very welcomed addition to the game because it has caused a bit of a rework on the 223. Now, we took a look at the 223 the other week. Excuse me. We took a look at the 223 the other week. You saw how it was. It feels like there's more expansion added to the weapon, although the stats themselves haven't changed. The ballistics in game feel like they have. You're able to. It's not like it's become this meta deer hunting rifle, but it is viable if you wanted to try and build around it. You can take the whitetails now with it, but you know, your quick kill isn't as quick, obviously. Personally, I am more along the lines of I like using the biggest bang for my buck. I like to get after it with, look at this. This is insane. Let's just take a moment to appreciate what the devs can do. Okay. I think that it is now viable. It's more powerful than it was. I would not take it as the new meta rifle. I wouldn't. It's not. But it's given the love because of the 22250. Now, looking at the 22250, you got a little bit of stats here on your screen at the moment. Very accurate. The reload's pretty good. The recoil is actually like it's an easy gun to shoot, which gives it some appeal, right? Even from the hip shot at 80, it's quite nice. Let's take a look at the ammo for it. Okay, here we go. The recommended class is 2 to 4. Obviously, on the high side, the kill's going to take a little bit longer. You will do a little bit more tracking, but it's viable. It is viable up to between a 2 to 4. We've needed something like this. We've needed something to help fill this gap and to kind of get into that void that is that range. It's a fun rifle. It's got a nice sound. You can put your skins on it and make it look how you want it to look. I was kind of hoping we're going to get a little more movement here. Here we go. We're going to go ahead and crouch. I found some really nice travel lanes on this map. Like, you can absolutely need zone hunt, and that'll always be our meta. It's just how the players get into it. If you're grinding on an animal, if you're really after something. But I have really truly found there's a lot of enjoyment in finding these travel routes, these pathing routes, and almost ambushing. There's trees that you can set up in. There is some great spots that you can absolutely use to your advantage, whether it's a hunting tripod or you want to get into it, with a tree stand. You have to pick and choose, and you have to look around. But I challenge the community on finding some of those great spots. Now, obviously, each map is different, but the home ranges remain consistent. So I can't wait to see what you guys do. Musk deer and hog deer got to be so fun. Oh, Bree, the hog deer, man, they are freaking cute. They are really cute deer. I was surprised how much I enjoyed them. There's something about them. I've always been kind of a low-key fan of the musk. I think they're cool. I think that they don't get enough love. I like the roe deer. I also think that they'd be really tasty, and I'd love some in my freezer. Yeah. Clearly, I need to go on site for some hands-on, real-world experience with that particular meat work. If you want to make that happen, that'd be great. Um, okay, is he not walking through? Did I cut him off at the pass? I may have, or he stopped. I'm not sure their need zone times. And what time is it? Oh, okay, we're definitely a little later in the day. Do kangaroos have drink times, or do they get water feeding? Okay, so I can't give you many details, but hi, how you doing? Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Was that? I should have shot that. That was... I didn't want to shoot it because I have a male. But was that really dark? Was that? I don't know. Bateman, that's what I'm wondering. Was that a Mela? I have not looked at the rare fur. I actually think, you know what? Okay, let's see what's happening with this 3. I have dev controls right now. And I thought it'd be fun to go for a hunt, but you know, I know what the community would like. I know what the community would like to see here, and maybe let's just see what we can make happen. Let's see what's going down here. He's obviously gone off. So, okay, hold on. You know what? Let's do it. We're gonna do it. You know what I'm about to do. I know it's not 1,000 great ones. I'll do that at the end of the stream. Because they're gonna take the dev controls away from me again, man. I gotta have some fun. Okay, we want to go somewhere where we've got a good look. There's a nice little plateau clearing right here. Yeah, we're gonna have a little fun. Oh, hello there. Hello, as if on cue, right? He's gonna hear me as soon as I touch down. Hey, come on. I mean, the Axis aren't gonna get the love because they've been in game, but they are such a gorgeous animal that they absolutely should. Okay, let's have a little fun here. Let's see if I don't screw this up. Because, hey, you know what? They deserve a little bit of love and attention. We obviously couldn't do a detailed view, collabs for all of them. We pinpointed the Rusa, the Banteng, and of course the upcoming kangaroos. So let's do a little bit of a look ourselves here, shall we? Okay, I need to tab out of there and tab into her. Let's see, pow. All right, we're gonna take a look here at the first sandbar that we will spawn in. And oh, I didn't. Hold on. Where do I do that again? Come. Okay, come back to me. There we go. There we go. I also want to freeze. One more. Pow. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Here we go, my friends. Here we go. Oh, Gage, I would love to. I hated missing last week's stream. It's always so exciting getting to hang out with you guys to begin with, but with everything going on. But it was a bank holiday, and as such, the decision was made to take the streams off there. But fear not, you don't have to wait long. We have a creator early access this weekend. A bunch of your favorite creators are going to be out there. I was going away. I'm going to stay home and do it myself as well. I can't miss out on this. It's way too much fun. This is arguably the biggest thing to ever come to our game, and it needs the love and attention, in my opinion. Absolutely great. Let's see if we can get a few different varieties happen here. I don't now. So here's the thing. I don't actually know what their fur variations are at this stage of the game. What do we have in the background? What was just walking in? Oh, that's great. There's a level 4. There's a level 4. He's getting a little bit bigger on us. So, because I can do things that you're not supposed to be able to do. So I don't know if they come in. I believe they're piebald, albino, and Mela. But I do know for a fact they're piebald. So let's go ahead and take a look-see. Arguably one of my new favorite piebalds here in the Hunter Call of the Wild, and I think you can see why. Is that not something else? Isn't that crazy? You know, being that this is one of the newest designed animals that come to the game, you can really, really see how far we have come from when the game was first released. Look at the muscle texture, the natural creases in the line. It's almost like you've got a crosshair right there. The way the fur hangs down, you're absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, I know. The moose piebald's still my favorite. Absolutely. You know what, Carly boy, it's moose is my favorite period of the game. I can't help it. But with the new additions here, it's hard not to fall in love with some of this, right? Okay, we can take a look at the albino. Always gorgeous. Always absolutely stunning when you come across any albino in the open world. If you're like me, you typically fall back, your jaw drops open, you can't believe it. It doesn't matter the level. It doesn't matter if it's a male or female. It is just something truly special to find. And pretty crazy. It does look a little like Rudolph, doesn't it? Looks like albino Sitka. Very similar, I guess, right? Very similar. Similar. Yeah. Pretty cool. Nice lineup for the soundbar. Very, very happy with this addition to the game. One of the things I'm truly excited about here to land with Emerald Coast. I'm so pleased to have the soundbar and the Rusa. It's something very, very cool to behold. Okay, now we've seen the Rusa. I shouldn't even bother because Crow, I know you're out there, brother. You absolutely knocked it out of the park. The feeling, the vibe in that Untamed Species vid that you did, you need to show this man some love. If you haven't done so, please go and check it out, and give the man a subscribe. Go and check out his content. He's absolutely doing the work out there for everybody in the community. It stuns me. It absolutely stuns me. It was so natural. And I've come to call that man a friend, and I would love to show him any support I can. The Rusa, ladies and gentlemen, you'll notice they're very, very similar. On first look, it can be quite hard to tell them apart, especially with some of the shading as it happens throughout the map with the different fur variations. But you can certainly see the differences when you have them side by side. So very close though, isn't it? Really, really is. Okay, let's go ahead now and take a look at the rare variety. Look at the wide, because no way. So cool. I don't think I'm not going to show you everything here. Okay. And there's reasons for that. Come on. Oh my goodness. What rack did we just bring in with that? Oh, that's impressive. Oh, that's really impressive. Did I do a bad? I'm just hitting random. I'm not setting the parameters for the racks. That is. Oh yeah, you know it. There's stuff. It's like we're on the runway. Work it. Seriously. I didn't just go there. I'm sorry. That is incredible. Oh my goodness. I think I like that better than the soundbar, and that's a big shoe to fill. Wow. Oh, round of applause for our artists. If our devs are watching right now, I can't contain myself, man. You know, I started as a player in this game. I'm almost in tears seeing this. This is incredible. Oh my goodness. But wait, there's more. There are multiple variations. Wow. I'm not showing you the next. I'm leaving it to our creators, to our community. There's more. I haven't shown you everything. I'm oh man alive. Let's keep the lineup going, shall we? That is something else. That is something else. They do need a raise. They do need a raise for this. I know. I'm so impressed. Okay. If you missed it, by far this week's highlight, in my mind, is a very good friend of mine. He needs no introduction. If you have never watched one of his videos or jumped into one of his streams, he's just one of the most genuine people. Is none other than Flinter and his untamed species with the Bantang. So well done. Let me introduce to you our first time together. These beautiful beasts of burden. They look cuddly, but they are not. Not by any stretch. Man, the Bantang. These fast became a favorite for me here. The dark brown. You often don't get a very good look before these gorgeous things make it on top of you, man. Hold on. Let me go into interface. Just I could have just hit C. Whatever. Old school. I'm old school. Man. I think you guys will agree when you get your hands on these that there's something different about these Bantang compared to what you're going to see out there. Now, they have some very unique skins, and we're not going to go through all of them. I want some to be a surprise. I do, but many of you do know and are expecting none other the ghosts of EC. These are the things of nightmares right here. If you see one of these buried down on you, you are going to have to move out the way. It's stunning. I have resisted all urges to do this until we were all live together, when we could do this together, to go through and explore these animals, to explore, to show you. I think you can see the love that is going into this map. My goodness. It's something else. I've done this on purpose, okay? Just wait. Oh, it's just great. I may have plotted, okay? I just thought, check it out. None other than the stubble quail. These deserve some love, man. These things are an absolute riot. They're just great. I think their models are fantastic. They all of the upland birds have become quite popular in the game. We can see the amount of hunting that happens with them. But what we all want to know is, how elusive is this guy gonna be right here? This might be the only time you see it, my friends. The albino stubble quail. It's not a bobwhite, but we know that the bobwhite quail albino is one of the most aloof in the games by design. And so there are some real low-key treasures to be found on these different maps and reserves. And I truly think we're going to see some greatness coming out of Emerald Coast. Man, isn't that awesome? Bro, are you out there, brother? What do you think of that, my man? Isn't that awesome? Kidsko, how are you doing, my friend? Thurry Theory, what is up? What is up? Love all those tags. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. It's great to kick back in the evening and check out all that TikTok. Love it. Thank you. I cannot do the ruse. We have I'm not making it a secret. I'm putting it out there. The team wants you to know the reason we can't cover the kangaroos today is we have none other than our Untamed Species series collabs with some great creators, and we have one more to go, and that is on none other than the kangaroo. In fact, I believe you're going to see it in a couple days. So we're going to leave it for that. It's very special. I don't want to take anything away from that creator. I call that creator a very good friend, and I would not want to do that to that particular individual. I'm not going to say who it is. I'm just mad. It's been a whole lot of fun doing all this. You want to see the red deers? You know what? We could pop in some red deers. I am wanting to showcase Emerald Coast, and you're absolutely right. Red deer, they deserve some love, being one of the best great ones in the game. Let's go ahead and let's pop one in here just to take a peek here. What a lineup, man. What a lineup. Axis deer, bentang, eastern gray kangaroo, fallow deer, feral goat, feral pig, hog deer, Javin Rusa, hold on, pop, magpie goose, red deer, red fox, saltwater crocodiles, sambar, and the stubble quail, all coming next week on the 20th. All platforms confirmed. Simship, baby, we're rocking it. Firing at all cylinders. My apologies. I can't shake this cough. You tell yourself it's only an hour, but it's the biggest hour of the year, Beard. Make it happen, Beard. You can't miss it because of a stupid cough. Call my mom. It's like a man cold. I'm good. Everything's fine. Everything's great. Look at this laying out there, that beautiful sambar in the wild. None other than the hog deer, my friends. I am excited for these guys. They're low-key really, really cool. This literally is the deer mecca. Oh, I'm sorry. Did we do that? Did we? I didn't mean to make you nervous, big guy. I almost really want a Untamed Species on these guys. I knew nothing of the hog deer before it was decided to go to Australia. I started reading and watching videos, and I'm familiar with a number of the species, but the hog deer kind of eluded me. It's not something I had heard a whole lot about. These guys are awesome. They are going to be a very fun hunt, and I feel like I'm maybe overshadowing them a bit. Let's get a bit of a look-see on them. I know I was talking about red deer, but we've seen the reds, and we don't have a ton of time. Let's at least get into this and take a look at a few of these guys in the spotted variety. Very cool. In the dark spotted variety, right? I think the dark spotted is actually my favorite. I love the play on the tones on the face, how it all blends together. Right? Trying to line them up, but they all got a mind of their own. Let's take a look here at the dark brown. Some of these are just going to blend way too much into the forest. Oh, Untamed Species is a collab we've been doing with some of our creators. One came out last week. We did a premiere on it. That was with Scarecrow. He got to present the Rusa deer. These bad boys right here. We had one that came out just yesterday. That was with Flinner, and he got to introduce this gorgeous lineup. And then we have one more coming out with, yes, very soon. But when we did not do an Untamed Species on a number of the species coming to the map, I always want to say reserve. And I thought it would be good to be able to touch base on some of them. The hog deer, what a beautiful lineup, my friends. Absolute beautiful lineup. I'm not going to bring in a rare on these species. These are the commons that you can look for in an uncommon. And you guys can find out what else they come in. Are they piebald, melanistic, leucistic? Are they cosmic? I want to see it. It's a challenge to the community. Once release pushes out there, let's get the hog deers rolling and see what we find with them. For me, this was such a pleasure to explore what this species was all about. And you know, in my mind, I thought of them as these tiny little road deer-like things. They are certainly not. They're a good size. Let's go ahead actually and just take a look at one a little closer. And see exactly what they're about. Now, it's too big. Oh, you know what I should have done? Hold on. With the 22-250, I'm smart. We got lung butter off it. Giving you a real-time look. Oh, I love the animations. Oh, wow, did you see that's new. Did you guys catch the mouth animation there? So that would have ran about 100 meters or so. Fun little thing. Let's take a look. There we go. So level 3, dark brown. Get a real nice look at that fur. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Right? My goodness. We did not spawn a red deer, no. No, I got totally... Well, because I wanted to show the hog deer, and as I went through the list and I read them, I realized I had not done so. Very, very cool. Very cool. Not too shabby. Not too bad at all. Yeah. Almost a double lung, too. Straight on, by the crease. At thin point, would have caught a double lung on that. Not bad. Let's turn this down. Let's turn this right up. As we've only got a few minutes left. Let's touch base just a little bit. Making sure we are on the 22-250, the new rifle coming to the game. Giving a look at the sights. Not bad, not bad. Got for view here. Yeah, not bad. Helps you pinpoint. Little thick. Whoops. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. That's deeper than expected. Has a very nice sound to it. Very nice indeed. What can you do on a sandbar? No penetration right to the heart. I would be surprised if it did get into a single lung. We will get single lung on them. Okay. Viable on a sandbar? Not that we want to use that on a sandbar. I would say you want to use this on a much smaller. I can't imagine that it's something viable. But due to the fact that it did drop it, the dusky gradient. Isn't that cool? Imagine that turning up. Now, being a 2-4, obviously, but I did want to try it on something a little bigger. Gives you a bit of an idea on what you can expect. Now, as you've seen, and I should point this out, there has been a redesign on our screen. I know there was some concern at first. It is a little bigger than it was originally. It's just, it's meant to make it a little bit neater. There was also, you know, trophy shots in mind, people wanting to take screenshots of this to see, you know, how best it kind of fit in. So yeah, we've seen it evolve. Let me know what you guys think in the Discords, and maybe let's get a thread going, see what you guys think about the new Harvest screen. Not too shabby, but it did work. It worked. It actually did pretty good. So on the smaller animals that fit within that 2-4 range, I think it's going to be a nice little addition. You know, you can't expect the world from a rifle that's set for a 2-4. You're not going to go and hunt these guys with it. Not by any stretch of the means. Man. You want to take a bad tag at a 22, you're going to be there for days. But it can happen. We've done it. My friends, I am extremely excited. Through the life of our game, our beloved hunting game that has changed the genre, we've seen so many new additions. We've seen different weapon packs. We've seen different reserves and a new map. We've seen equipment. We've seen improvements to AI, new quality of life features. You know, we've seen the good and the bad. We've had issues along the way. None of them have felt like this. I think that when everyone gets their hands on this, I would request that let the devs know what you think, please. Because I'm almost certain it's going to be overwhelmingly positive from our community. They need to know what they have done here. It's raised the bar. It has really raised the bar, in my opinion. It really, really has. Wow. Man alive. Thank you for joining me. I've had a hard time here today. I really have. This map is to be a part of this, to see what the team has done, the changes, the different approach, what we've done to bring this to you, the new approach with our creators and having them involved. It's really truly been something special, and I hope that everybody feels that and appreciates that. I would say that it's a big change in so many ways. Yeah, good things are in the future, my friends. Thank you all so much for joining me this week. We have a creator early access happening this Friday. The embargo lifts. Tune in for your favorite creators to get out there and absolutely get right into this, man. Jeez. I can't wait to see it. I'll be out there as well. I'm looking forward to it. We're back next Tuesday for the release. As per the usual, you can expect your patch notes and your release trailer to land next Tuesday. I hope this has been good. I hope you guys have enjoyed this, man. I just don't feel I've done it justice. I don't feel that what I have done here today has really, really portrayed just how much love and passion has gone into Emerald Coast here in the Hunter Call of the Wild. Much love, my friends. See y'all real soon. Oh, I don't think I changed it. I did it! It's the angler! Hold on! Yup! Stop! Pro level streaming right here. Yeah, I'm just that good. I don't want to end the stream. I just want to go hunt Emerald Coast. Make sure to come and join all of our creators. Get in the Discord. You'll see them all down the right-hand side. It's gonna be wild.